Sabar-sabar boy. मैंने तुझे उठाया था कुर्सी के लिए उधर। हाँ ग्रीन वाले बैग के साथ आपके साथ फरहान भाई यार उधर मेरा ना जंपर पड़ा हुआ है बैग में। जंपर यही इस तरफ पड़ा हुआ है आपके बैग के साथ छोटा वही खान वाला।
Leg is time. Right arm over.
हाँ तो सिर्फ लाल ऊपर है हमारा।
One.
क्या चाहिए क्या चाहिए? शाबाश भैया।
Starts off with a slower delivery that was hit away towards mid-off, so dot ball to start the over with. Similar things happened with PAREKH Kings in the previous match too when they lost wickets early, but on that day they were chasing down a target. They were one stage at 88 for 7. And that is being hit up in the air. This time it will definitely go over the mid-off's head. Wonderful effort, just pulling it back before the boundary ropes, and Atta, well, he's just going to pick up a single. On that day they were chasing it down against SHINWARI, who were simply outstanding with the ball, but then we saw a brilliant knock from Waqas towards the end of the innings, a quick fire half century, because of which they were able to get very close to the target. Today they are batting first, once again losing the first wicket early on, but looks like a much decent and a much better batting track, and the outfield has been very quick as well. Good delivery now. That has hit the helmet. I'm pretty sure they're not finding it easy against the pace of Amir. That was short, that was quick, and it was very quick onto him. Could not even complete that pull shot before the ball hit the helmet, and now his partner is having a word with him. This is excellent new ball bowling from Amir. Three fielders very close on the offside. Mid-off is up. Short and wide. This time managed to get it past the bat. Beating the outside edge of the bat on regular intervals now, the left arm seamer. He's not been bowling straight. He has been slightly short and slightly wide outside the off stump, but because of his pace, he has been able to get away with these deliveries up till now. Slightly slower, just looking to open the face of the bat, but once again hasn't really found the gap. What an over this was from Amir. Just one run coming out of it. 3 overs done. PAREKH Kings are 11 for 1.
थोड़ा सा कर्व हो जा कैचिंग पे। हाँ बस सही है सही है। वो माउस पे लगा है। वो आइडिया भी नहीं हुआ हाइट के हिसाब से कि
So we are halfway through the first power play. Just 11 runs have been scored by PAREKH Kings in the first 3. They have lost a wicket. Irfan to continue with his second over. Starts off with a slower delivery. It has been picked up on the leg side and taken. It just had one fielder placed deep on the leg side at deep square leg. Atta just picking it up, hoping that he might get it over the boundary ropes, but unfortunately hitting it straight down to the throat of that fielder. Irfan is putting up the pressure from one end. Amir, in fact, is putting up the pressure from one end, and Irfan is reaping the rewards from the other. He caught the wicket of Shaheen in the previous over, and now Atta, while looking to play that big shot on the leg side, got it straight in the hands of deep square leg. So both the openers have been sent back to the dugout very early in the innings. First, it was Shaheen. Now Atta walking back after scoring just a couple. PAREKH Kings, and once again finding themselves in a very precarious position. They are at 11 for 2. Eleven for 2. Adil Tanoli is at number 4. Quick single taken by the right-hander to straight away get off the mark. This is excellent new ball bowling from both these new ball bowlers. Amir is bowling quick. His left arm seamers from one end, not allowing runs to be scored that easily, and Irfan on the other hand making sure that all the pressure that was exerted in the previous over, he gets the wicket. He's now got a couple. He hasn't been hit for many runs. Now that should be given as a wide. Not given by the on-field umpire. That was pretty short. It was well over the shoulder height or head height, but the umpire thought it was the other wide. They have given it one for the over. Slightly slower. This time he gets it over mid-on, and this will run away for 4. As if he was guessing that it's going to be another slower delivery. He was waiting for it. Just delayed his shot a little too late and made sure that he got it over the fielder at mid-on. And he has already taken an excellent catch, so he had to make sure that he timed it just well enough that the fielder at mid-on couldn't take it in the end. Hitting it across the line, not completely out of the middle of the blade, but enough bat behind it that he got it for the boundary. Powerfully driven. This time it's a much convincing stroke from Tala. Just a little full line outside the off stump and made sure that he got closer to the pitch of that delivery and got it past that fielder at cover. 2 boundaries and 2 balls now for the right-hander, putting the pressure back on the bowling side. That was a quality stroke. Standing tall and just dismissing the ball past that fielder on the offside. It's a big gap between the fielder at point and extra cover. Driven nicely to the fielder at long on. He's looking confident now, even after losing 2 partners at the other end. 4 overs completed. PAREKH Kings are 21 for 2. Two after 4 overs. We saw 10 runs coming in the previous over from Irfan, along with that wicket of Hatta. So Atala hitting a couple of boundaries, 1 over mid-on, 1 on the offside. Amr will continue with his third in this new ball. He's not that tall, Amr, so his ball usually skids in. They usually stay low. It's very difficult to pick him, especially when he's got a slightly slingy action and he's bowling at a rapid pace. Once again, they've got that fielder at long on and a fielder at deep square leg for the right-hander. Slightly slower, clipped away towards deep square leg, running the first hard, but they'll just be satisfied with that single. 22 for 2, but they still have got a lot of batting to come, PAREKH Kings. Just need 1 big innings, 1 good partnership between 2 batters, and the scoring rate will be right back on track. Really good running between the wickets. This is exactly what they need to do, and this is exactly what they're going to do in this over from Amr, because they do realize that it might be his last over in his new ball burst. And we might see a change in the bowling attack from this end or from the other after the batting power play is done. So they won't be looking to do anything unnecessary at this stage, which might result in a loss of another wicket. Clipping the pads, but pitching outside the leg stump. But once again, you could see that Tala was clearly late onto that stroke. This is what pace does. He's opened up that leg side for them to just go for that big shot. There is no one at square leg. He's back. Just 1 field at mid-wicket. He's giving the invitation for the right-hander to hit him across the line, especially when he's just bowling across the right-hander. Slightly slower. Just manages to hit it between the fielder and short mid-wicket and long gone. But it has been a good start from the bowling side. Remember, it's their first match of the tournament. We have already seen a fantastic catch being taken to get rid of Shaheen. Quick, thickish outside edge, but it's gone very quickly down to that fielder at third man. He'll pick up a single. Nicely backed up by the bowler. There was no one closer to the pitch to stop that ball, but the bowler did the job himself. So brilliant over once again from Marmir. Just 4 singles off it. 5 overs completed. PAREKH Kings are still scoring at under a run a ball. They are 25 for 2. Gets it over the offside. This will run away for 4 as well. It's the first boundary for Adil Tanoli. Irfan just pitching it up, keeping it outside the off-stump, and Adil Tanoli making sure that he gets his first boundary as well in this power play. Just giving himself enough room to loft it over fielder at cover. Obviously, Irfan is not as quick as Amir, so they took the risk and it's paid off. Now this is slightly shorter. Finds the gap once again. Third man was up. It's not a line of attack when you need to bowl, when you've got the fielder at third man up inside the inner ring. Too short, too wide. And he just took it from the off stump and dabbed it between point and short third. Good batting this from Adil Tanoli. He created room for himself a couple of deliveries ago, and this time the ball that was just too close to him just dabbed it between those two fielders. Now they've changed the field. They've placed a fielder at deep backward point. Hits it between cover and extra cover. Does Adil. Doesn't have enough legs to go past the boundary ropes. Job well done by the fielder at cover. They're looking to come back for the third one as well. And this is excellent running between the wickets. I'm pretty sure the umpire would love to have a word with that fielder who was chasing down the ball, and I think he feels it okay. Once again, just backing away from the line of leg stump so that he could create that room for himself, which he did. And it was a pretty decent effort by the fielder at cover, saving 1 run for his team. I think both these batters do realize that it was the last over of the batting power play, so they have taken some more risks in this over, especially as compared to what they were in the previous overs. Adil Tanoli in this over has gone past his partner, where he struck 2 boundaries. Now this is a brilliant competition between the batter ball. You've got pace from both ends, you've got aggression from the other. Slower, short, partially stopped by the field at extra cover. They'll pick up another quick single. Now running between the wickets has been decent. Don't think he's happy with his bat there, Talha. But a good over nevertheless so far for PAREKH Kings. 13 runs have come off it, courtesy of those 2 boundaries. They still got 1 more ball left. Talha, on the other hand, wasn't happy with his bat, so he has asked for another one. .38 for 2. You feel like the bowling side has got the upper hand of the game. That has been the case, but things can change very quickly in T20 format, especially at this venue. Good delivery. Straight within the line of the stumps. Nicely stopped in his follow through. So the batting power play comes to an end. Excellent stuff from both these new ball bowlers. PAREKH Kings, after the loss of a couple of wickets, have managed to score 38. So 38 for 2 after the first 6 overs. Time for the first change in the bowling attack. Left arm seamer Amir is now being replaced by another fast bowler, and I think the way both these new ball bowlers operated and exerted the pressure on these two batters, the on-field captain has decided not to bring the spin right now. Although we have seen spinners have been more effective generally, especially on these batting friendly pitches, but they have stuck with the pace. Talha being given the ball. Slingy action starting off from outside the off stump, not being given as a wide by on-field umpire Azizur Rahman. But they have once again given the invitation to these batters to go over the bowler's head or over the mid-off's head, because they have kept that fielder at mid-off inside. Long on his back. One fielder deep on the outside. Third man is back as well. And as you expect, deep mid wicket and deep square leg in place. Heading on top of the bounce and just guiding it towards third man. Just get the feeling they'll see a couple of more deliveries of the new bowler before they can start going big. They do realize that they need to make sure that just singles are not going to be enough at this stage for the batting team. In order to post 170 or 180 or even more, they need to have a couple of good overs, some really big overs. Nicely played, excellently timed. It has gone well behind square. There's a fielder at deep square leg. Good effort, but a couple of runs easily taken. Solid partnership now building between Talha and Adil Tanoli. Swing and a miss. Well, you rise it up when you see the delivery that fuller in length and outside the off. So no matter how quick the bowler is bowling, but the batter tries to go for the big shot. PAREKH Kings 41 for 2. Remember, it's their second outing in this tournament after losing the first one against SHAHEEN SHINWARI. Slightly uppish, luckily not carrying to the field, had extra cover. Once again got beaten by pace, Talha. And all these fast bowlers so far, talking about Amir, Irfan, and even now Talha in his very first over, have got at a very good length. His length has been slightly full as compared to the new ball bowlers who were regularly bowling it short and making it difficult for the new opening batters. Slightly fuller driven. Partially stopped by the captain, I guess, at extra cover, and they're going to pick up a quick single. So pretty decent first over comes to an end from Talha. Just 4 runs coming off it. 7 overs done. PAREKH Kings are going at a runner ball. They are 42 for 2.
बॉलिंग चाहिए, राइट आर्म बॉलिंग ओवर।
एक बार आप चेक कर लो, फिर मैं देख लूंगा। फरहान को शायद थोड़ा अंदर होना चाहिए। फरहान थोड़ा बस सही है। आप वो बोरे सही है।
So 42 for 2. Double bowling change. Majid being introduced, replacing Irfan, the off spinner. But so far so good for the bowling side's point of view. Have got a couple of wickets, haven't really allowed the batting side to get away with the scoring rate. Slightly shorter, hits it powerfully on the offside. Deep extra cover is in place, who does a pretty decent job. They're just hitting it all across the calf pit towards long on. Hits it straight, hits it right in the gap between long on and long off, but once again a wonderful fielding effort, and they did not even allow the batters.
वो वाइप नहीं आ रही तो उसको अपने वेट से आए
पहले वाला था ना जो टूटा
So even the new bat doesn't work for Tala. He was completely squared up, looking to play it on the leg side. The ball just holding its line and hitting the top of off. It's a dream delivery for any spinner, and Talha will be absolutely disappointed. He changed a couple of bats, but once again really couldn't increase the scoring rate or get some runs under his belt. He walks back now after scoring 18. PAREKH Kings are 46 for 3. The 4 bowlers have been used so far by DONGJIN skipper. 3 of them have got a wicket to their name. That brings Saad Faisal out there at number 5. Currently he's at the non-strikers end because we saw Talha losing his wicket in the last ball of the previous over. Meanwhile, Talha from the bowling side will continue with his second. Carves that away past point. And that is in the gap. This will run away for 4. Once again, just a little too short and outside the off stump, and Adil Taloli just opening the face of the bat and carving it past the fielder at point, who tried his best. Unfortunately, getting a bit of bad bounce and the ball going past him. 50 comes up for PAREKH Kings into the 9th over. Once again, forcefully driven on the offside, but this time it's going to go straight to that fielder at deep point. They're doing the right thing by making sure that they pick up wickets at regular intervals. They got a couple of wickets early, then a small partnership built between Adil Tanoli and Talha, but Majid was able to break through. And once again, that brings the new man at the crease, Saad Faisal, at number 5. Didn't have a good outing in the previous match against SHAHEEN SHINWARI. One thing all these fast bowlers have done so far is they have made sure that they have kept it outside the off stump to the new batters. Usually the batters like to feel the ball on their pads so that he can easily play it on the leg side, but that really hasn't happened. He has gone for a big one. It's up in the air. Mid-on is running backwards. Just make sure that he stops himself and the ball before he could have gone past the boundary ropes. But an excellent effort once again. And once again, Saad could just pick up a single. Usually when the ball clears the infield with the no fielder back at the boundary ropes, you can easily say that you can come back with the second one, but the ground fielding has been brilliant so far from a DONGJIN team. Nicely played, excellently played this from Adil Tanoli. It was short, it was a little too wide. He was jumping around, but he was looking to play it over the fielder at point. Not only he timed it well, but he made sure that he got it over the infield and gets another boundary to his name on the offside. He got one earlier in the over that went past that fielder at point. This time comfortably got it over his head. The more time he's spending out there at the crease there, Adil Tanoli, the more comfortably he's finding himself. Almost a similar delivery, but this time much controlled. Just guiding it towards third man, using the pace of the bowler and making sure that he gets a single and get down to the other end. Good stuff. Keeping it full and keeping it outside, ensuring that it's going to be another dot delivery to end the over, but a good over from PAREKH Kings come to an end. We saw a couple of boundaries in it. 9 overs done, it's 58 for 3. Into his second over now, the off-spinner Majid. Goes over extra cover. Once again, will make sure that he gets a boundary of the very first ball. He did that in the previous over as well. It was pitched up outside the off stump and just making sure that he sits down on one knee and gets it over extra cover and past that fielder at long off. Slightly shorter, but there is protection out there in the deep. As if he was expecting this delivery to be slightly shorter in length, because the previous one was much fuller. But he made sure that he played a controlled stroke towards the fielder at deep mid wicket. Slowly and steadily they're picking up the pace of the scoring rate. The batting team has gone over 6 and over now. Wonderful delivery once again. It's the similar delivery that got rid of Talha in the previous over. One just held its line and shaped away from the right-hander. On that occasion the length was slightly shorter. This time it was much fuller. Saad just looking to defend it. Just got beaten. And wasn't far away from the outside edge as well. Picks up an easy single because it wasn't stopped in his follow through by the spinner. Just get the feeling Saad Faisal needs to play the waiting game so that his partner can be aggressive at the other end and play that supporting role in this partnership. Slightly short, gets it past point. His offside play has been fantastic today so far, Adil Tanoli. He's got loads of boundaries in that region. A delivery that was just a little wide outside the awesome, but it wasn't that short. But he was able to guide it past that fielder at point. There you see, it was all timing behind it. Not much strength, but pure timing and placement. They have been able to get a couple of boundaries in these last couple of overs. Excellent. Really sensible batting this from Adil Tanoli. He knows that he is finding the middle of his blade, so he wants to have as much strike as possible. Single taken at the last ball. He retained the strike. 10 overs done. PAREKH Kings are 69 for 3. $69. Once again, it just flew past the wicket keeper, and that goes all the way for 4 as well. Now we have seen that happening thrice in the last 3 overs. The first ball of the over goes for a boundary. Now that was very deliberate there from Adil Tanoli. He was backing away from the line of leg stump. The bowler followed him, and he just guides that one. That wasn't far away from the keeper. An excellent effort from the keeper, diving to his right, but it's the pace of the ball that just made sure that it went past him before he could get his glove behind it. Now he goes for the pull shot. Not going to carry too long gone. He's not going to back away from the fight, Adil Tanoli. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he has now entered the 40s. Now batting on 43. This has been a good recovery of sorts for PAREKH Kings in the last 3 overs especially. We saw 4 boundaries being hit collectively in the last couple of overs, and even the first ball of this over went for a 4 towards third man. Saad Asif still making sure that he stays out there in the middle. Now even Adil is not happy with his bat. We saw Talha struggling with his bat, asked for a couple of bats before he got himself out, and now Adil also wants to change his bat. Nicely played. Not completely stopped, but he's going to run away for 4. Now that came from the middle of his blade, although it was partially stopped by that fielder at point, but even then, it just had enough pace that it went past the boundary rope. Such has been the outfield here tonight at Gulbarg Gymkhana. That's why the batting teams love to bat here at this venue. Gets his man. Have a look at that off stump and the middle stump. Both have been approved courtesy of that wonderful Yorker from Tala. Just get the feeling Saad was struggling in his innings before he got that boundary of the previous ball, but this time completely squared him up. Look at that shave away from the right-hander. He played inside the line. The ball just moved away so late after pitching that it missed the rest of the stumps. Brilliant delivery to get rid of Saad Faisal. 4 wickets have now gone down. He walks back after scoring 6. PAREKH Kings once again lose a wicket when they needed a partnership. They are 78 for 4. The new man comes in, Shoaib at number 6. It's been a seesaw battle between the bat and ball in this game today. We have seen some runs, we have seen a lot of boundaries, but PAREKH Kings have lost 4 wickets as well. 11 overs done. Tala getting his first wicket in the previous over. They are 78 for 4.
एक दो रन आगे या पीछे होंगे
बॉलिंग चेंज है, राइट आर्म बॉलिंग ओवर.
बड़े एंड पे खा ले, थोड़ी एफर्ट करने दो.
नहीं मारेंगे यार,
नहीं मारने के लिए आया है ना. नहीं मारेगा तो अभी मजा नहीं आएगा.
Change of the bowler once again drives that one on the outside, gets another boundary. Couple of boundaries, but Adil Tanoli brings up a half century now for the right-hander. The leg spinner replacing Majid. First he was hit for a boundary on the leg side, now keeping it short and outside the off stump, and once it gets it past extra cover, there was no chance for long off. So they're losing wickets, yes, but they are also making sure that they're putting the bad balls away for boundaries. Now at 86, PAREKH Kings, majority of the runs have come from the bat of Adil Taloni, who has just gone past his half century. Tries to go for the big hit. It's going to stay big. It's going to go just over long gone. This is exactly the sort of over they were looking for, so that they can up the ante, they can improve their scoring rate. Couple of boundaries and a 6, and it's never easy to hit a leg spinner. He hit that against the turn. There is always a bit of top spin for the right arm leg spin, but now he's seeing the ball well. Lifting it gloriously over the bowler's head and gets it past long gone. Good comeback this for the leg spinner. It has been a pattern of this innings. Whenever the partnership starts going big, the DONGJIN team comes back and pick up a wicket. Now that was short, but might have been angling down the leg side. There was no appeal there from the bowler, although the wicketkeeper looked slightly interested. But major damage has been done on the first 3 balls. Couple of boundaries and a 6. Going to be 3 dot deliveries to end the over from Ahmed. 12 done, it's 92 for 4.
तला
1 for 25 for Talha. He's going to bowl out. It's his last over. Pulled a lovely delivery to get rid of Saad Faisal. That just shaped away from the right-hander very late. Much fuller in length, and it made a mess of the stumps. I'm pretty sure he'll look to bowl that length once again, especially to the new batter Shoaib, who just got off the mark with that single though. It's going to be really interesting to see how Adil Tanoli operates against Talha. As a fast bowler, when you pick up a wicket, you are always on top of your game, but Adil Tanoli also batting so well, 57 of 27 balls, a very healthy strike rate. That's a slower delivery. He was looking to scoop that. Easily pouched by that fielder at short fine. It was a premeditated stroke there from Adil Tanoli. He had already made up his mind that he's going to shuffle across the off stump and look to scoop it. Bowler did well. Not only he took the pace off, but he kept it outside the off stump. And all Adil Tanoli managed to do was to hit it straight down to that throat of the fielder in mid-on. No mistake done by that fielder. That brings another wicket for the fielding side. Adil Tanoli, after playing a brilliant knock of 57, departs, as PAREKH Kings have now lost half of their side. They are 93 for 5. Farid Agha comes into bat at number 7 for PAREKH Kings.
Very well, ball. Mar.
He wanted that single, but his partner just denied that towards the end. I think it was a right call too, because the bowler on his follow through got down to the ball very early, and had these two batters gone for a single, there would have been a run out opportunity at both ends. But what a good bowling performance this has been from Tala. On a wicket of Saad Faisal in the previous over, and now has got rid of the dangerous batter Adil Tanoli, who was looking very dangerous out there with the bat. Another slower delivery. Now that has been guided past point. Third man just manages to kick the ball back inside the playing field. Farid will collect it. In fact, they came back for the third as well. Twice in 2 games now we have seen PAREKH Kings top order struggling. They lost a lot of wickets in the previous match too when they were chasing a big target. And even today, while batting first, they are now 96 for 5. So unless and until we see another big knock from the remaining batters, it won't be easy for them to go past 160, 170 from where on. Now that's a thickish outside edge. And it just flew towards third man. We've seen some high quality pace bowling tonight from DONGJIN team. First from Amir and Irfan, and then from Tala. Irfan getting a couple of wickets, so did Tala. He's into his last over. In fact, just one now ball remains in his spell. Can he get another man? Much quicker, much straighter. Well defended by Farid Agha. As Tala finishes off his spell. 4 overs, 2 for 30 here today. PAREKH Kings, after the end of 13 overs, are 97 for 5.
मैंने आज उसके नाम से ना सर्च किया
Into his second over now, the leg spinner. First overs was a touch expensive, where he got hit for a couple of boundaries and a 6 in his first 3 balls. Came back well. But the batter who took him to cleaners has been dismissed, and you've got 2 relatively new batters at the crease for PAREKH Kings, so I think it's a good time for the leg spinner to bowl. Lighting it up now, that has gone way up in the air. Chance to the fielder in the deep, and he takes it. We're just mentioning that this might be the right time for the leg spinner to bowl. He pitched it up outside the off and went for that big drive on the offside. The left hand came off the bat, that's why he was in no control of that stroke. It went up miles in the air, and it was safely pouched by that fielder at deep cover. Farid Agha came, he just scored 3, and now he has been dismissed. PAREKH Kings once again are 6 down with just 98 on the board. Puzzle into bat at number 8. Hit up the night the other day against Shaheen Shinwari, where he got a quick fire half century, hit tons of sixes that night. Today he has got much more time, has come into bat in the 14th over. All of a sudden, even the leg spinner, after picking up a wicket, looks much more confident. But Fazal will be the big fish. If they can get him out as early as possible, they might be right into the tail of the batting team. Just getting enough turn on this track to beat the outside edge on a couple of occasions now. Gets up the mark with a single. In fact, they're running the first one hard. He wanted to come back for the second, but I think his partner wasn't interested. One thing is for sure, they won't be looking to go for those risky 2s and 3s. Can't really afford to lose another wicket right now. Still very packed leg side field, a deep square and deep at wicket. Now, looking at the amount of turn Ahmed is getting, they have introduced a fielder at first slip. It's going to be given as a wide. That was well outside the off stump. That was way too short. Should have been put away. That was a hit-me delivery. Instead, it went straight to the fielder at point. A dot delivery to end the over. Good one from Ahmed comes to an end. 3 runs off it. 14 done. PAREKH Kings are 100 for 6.
भी क्या करेंगे विकेट सर उसका स्विंग हो रहा है मुंह पे लग जाएगा
So 101 for 6. Time for another change in the bowling attack. Zia being introduced. First ball has been put away for a boundary, not where he intended. Fazal, he was looking to go downtown, but luck favoring him, and with the field at third man inside, a thick outside edge went flying over his head. Now this is the way he plays, Fazal. Zia now replacing Tala from that end, where he bowled out his overs. 2 for 30 for the right arm fast bowler. Once again sticking with the pace, DONGJIN team. Still third man is up. Now that was down the leg side, and it's been given as a wide by the on-field umpires. This is Rahman. So not a good start this from the new bowler. It's important that every other bowler who comes in maintains that pressure on the batting team, because Fazal is a sort of batter who can just take the game away from you in a span of a couple of overs. We saw him doing that in the very first match. He goes for a big hit. Charles to the field line with a long off. He has taken some really good catches so far. He has taken another one. He has been like a live wire in the outfield. He started the proceedings with a wonderful catch when he was running backwards at mid-on. This time Zia pitching it up, inviting Fazal to go big. And as soon as he came off the bat, Fazal knew that he hasn't timed it. And a wonderful running catch taken by the fielder at long off. So an early departure tonight for Fazal Maliki as he walks back after scoring just 5. PAREKH Kings are now struggling big time. They are 106 for 7.
आदिल भाई टाइम बचा लो ये ले लो
So it's 106 for 7. Evil Zia gets a wicket in his very first over, and that now brings Jawad at the striker's end. At 21 in the first match, Jawad coming down at number 9 today, losing his well, we saw Fazal losing his wicket in the previous ball. But it has been a wonderful bowling effort today from the DONGJIN team. Right from the start of their innings, the very first over, that was absolutely quick from Amir. And Irfan getting a couple of wickets. Then we saw Talab being absolutely brilliant in the middle phases. And now even Zia has got a wicket. Majid also pulled a lovely delivery to get rid of Talab from the batting team. Adil Tanoli, the only batter who could put up some resistance in this innings, as he got a half century, but didn't really get that much support from the other end. It's not a lot of dew here today, so you can expect the bowlers to grip the ball and bowl in those right channels without facing any difficulty. And it's going to happen in the second innings too. So if they can get themselves to a modest total like 140, 150, they can still have some runs to play with. But that has gone up. Chance of 2 fielders. Backward point running towards his right, and he puts down a dolly. Just get the feeling it would have been a much easier catch for the fielder who was running in from deep extra cover. In fact, the fielder at backward point ran towards his right, and I think he just took it a little too easily in the end. Got a couple of attempts, but couldn't hold on to it. Would have been the second in the over for Zia, but not to be. Powerfully struck straight down the ground. Long on is moving towards his left and does well. Just squeezing it that past that fielder at point. He's running the first one hard, and in fact he wanted the second one as well, but it went straight to the fielder, so there was no point of coming back for the second. 15 overs done, 5 to go. PAREKH Kings at 110 for 7.
Right arm bowling over.
So another change in the bowling attack. Ahmed has been taken off. Majid has been brought in once again. He's got a couple of overs left up his sleeves as well, so we can expect him to bowl the 16th and the 18th over of the innings. I think he has been brought back in the attack so that he can invite those two right-handers to go big and they commit a mistake in the process. He's clever. He bowls a decent line and length. He hasn't been able to turn the ball a great deal, but he has been mighty effective tonight. Hits it in the gap. There is fielder at deep mid-wicket who does well. Although they have lost 7 wickets today and we enter the 16th over, but you could still see that the ball is coming onto the bat nicely. But that shows that there's nothing awkward about this pitch. It's just the fact that Dongjin bowlers have bowled exceptionally well tonight. They came out with the better plans, they came well prepared, and they have executed their strategy brilliantly on this pitch. Now that missed everything. Missed the bat, the keeper. Fielder at fine leg is very quick. He fell, but he made sure that he stops the ball. Might be given as buys or leg buys, but a couple of runs will still be added to the total. Like just one. No, it came off the bat. They're persisting with that fielder in the slip cordon. Just get the feeling he's struggling with his left hand or not comfortable with his gloves. Shoaib. Everything seems okay now. Still big gaps available on the leg side, and there is no one up, neither mid-wicket nor square leg. But they can just pick up easy singles on the leg side and wait till the last over so that they can get a couple of, or at least 3 boundaries in it, and they can stretch this score past 140, 150. Could come back over this from Majid. Not a lot of runs gifted. 16 done. PAREKH Kings are 116 for 7. going to be Zia once again into his second over. It's a length delivery that has been hit away over short mid wicket, but once again not being able to time the ball well, and they'll just pick up a run.
Wareka.
23 balls now remain in the innings, and it's just a matter of time before they lose their remaining wickets. Attempt a slower delivery, but well outside the off stump, given as another wide by the on-field umpire. Now, as a bowling side, you expect your bowlers to pick up the remaining wickets so that you can have that positive impact of bowling out the opposition without allowing them to face their full 20 overs. On the other hand, PAREKH Kings, well, they can just deal in singles. They can still go past 140, which I still believe they can make things difficult for the batting team in the second innings. Now that has gone way up. Long on is running in, and he takes a really good running catch. He makes that run look so easy in the end. It was pitched up. Jawad was looking to go big. The length was there, the line was there, but the most important thing was missing was the timing. Really good running catch by the fielder at long on. It is never easy when the ball goes that high, but look at how easily he took it. Wonderfully judged and excellently taken. Zia gets his second wicket. PAREKH Kings lose their 8. Jawad walks back after scoring 6. It's 118 for 8. Fortunate boundary there for the batting team. They'll need every run at this stage. That's another good delivery. It was Fuller, and if that had missed the pad, it would have crashed onto the pad, and the finger would have gone up from the umpire because it was that full and that straight. Somehow managed to get enough bat behind it, Mohib. The very first ball. It went past the fielder at fine leg. It's got a slingy action there, Sia. So initially the batter is thinking that the ball will be curving away from him. He has been able to do that on a few occasions in his spell. But once again, the fast bowlers being successful on this pitch at this venue is a rarity. Slightly short and wide, this time not given by the on-field umpire as he's a remand, so he's making sure that he stays within the wide lines. The bowler, Zia. Very unlucky that he was hit away for a boundary earlier in this over by Mohib. That did not even come from his middle of his blade. He wants to come back with the second run. His partner responds. There is a throw at the non-strikers anyway. It's not a good one. Had that throw been much straighter or within the line of the stumps, could have been a run-out opportunity, but not to be. A couple to end the over. 17 done. PAREKH Kings are 124 for 8.
बहुत बाहर खड़ा है, उसके बाहर थोड़ा इन कर लो। बारात को देख रहा हूँ
सही
सही है।
Into his last over now, Majid. It's a huge appeal there from the bowler and the wicket keepers. Even the fielder at first slip was very enthusiastic about that appeal, but it's very difficult, especially when the ball is that full and the batter is swinging at the ball really hard. Cardi says it was not that convincing of an appeal, otherwise the bowler would have been much more interested as he was. Well, he's very tall, so you can expect him to nail those pinpoint yorkers towards the end, Majid. It is that stage of the innings where the bowler can afford to lob that ball, hoping that the batter can go big and commit a mistake in the process. But if it goes wrong, they can also get hit away for boundaries. But doesn't really think that Majid is in a mood of taking that sort of risk. He's still bowling quick and straight so that he can get another one in his last over. Trying to use his speed once again, Shoaib, but not being able to meet the ball with the bat. It's the 18th over of the innings and 4 dot deliveries so far. That will be a wide, but well kept by the keeper. He saved a certain boundary there for the fielding side because it was quick and it was going down the leg side. With the fielder at fine leg up, you are asking for trouble as a bowler. Gets from the middle of his blade, but will just get a run towards long off. This is something he could have done earlier in this over too, when he was just looking to force that ball towards the gaps on the leg side, but that really didn't happen, and as a result he has consumed 5 deliveries for just 1 run in this over. Now, does he want to come back for the second run? He wants to, and he'll get there. Couple of runs taken towards the end of the over. 18 overs are now done. PAREKH Kings are 128 for 8.
शायद लगी हो, मैं उससे फॉलो में फिर आवाज ना आई नहीं आई, मुझे भी नहीं आई ऑफिस की बात।
हाँ ना, माजिद भाई को भी वो जितनी तेज घुमाया था इधर से
बॉडी गर्म है।
और जगह होगा।
हाँ और बॉल एक साथ निकले ना, इस वजह से फास्ट बॉल शाबाश शाबाश भैया।
So the left arm seamer Amir returns to bowl the 19th over now of the innings. He was simply unplayable in his first 3 overs with the new ball when he was bowling quick. Starts off with a wonderful yorker once again that has been pushed away towards deep mid wicket. Now they want to come back for the second, and it's a direct hit. It's an absolutely brilliant fielding effort from the fielder at mid wicket. Now the ball had hit the stumps, or did it hit the stump mic? It's going to be interesting to see the umpire's decision there, because it was a wonderful effort and the batter was nowhere near the crease. Now the batter has started leaving already. Yeah, definitely the bails came off and the umpire signaled that as 1 run short, so all that effort not to even get a single run and losing a wicket as well. It's 128 for 9.
नंबर एक्सचेंज हो गया एक वीडियो भेज दियो बस
दोनों साथ लगे ऐसे भी लगे
अबे आउट था अगर वो नहीं भी होता तब भी विकेट पे ही जो भी है 10 तो बोले हैं मैंने तो गालियां भी दी उधर तो
Now Amir, although his spell will show that he hasn't really picked up a wicket, but it's the threat that he has caused has allowed the other bowlers to pick up a wicket. Even the very first ball of this over, they wanted to come back for the second run, but a wonderful throw at the non-strikers and not only took the bails out, but even the stump mic. And they ran 1 run short, so no runs were added to the total. Another quick delivery. This time they won't repeat that mistake to go for the second run. They just went for that single. And if he bowls well and if he gets his first wicket of the night, does Amir, or they create another run-out opportunity, the innings can even get over within this one. It has been a solid performance with the ball tonight by all the bowlers of Dongjin. It's a quick delivery. Might have taken the glove or the bat and it just flew over the keeper's head. Luckily he was wearing the helmet because that was a quick bouncer. He had took his eyes off that ball and the ball, after hitting the pads or the gloves, just went over the keeper's head like a bullet. Although the third man was back and he was pretty fine, but there was no way he could have gone near to it. But slower through the air. They got that single. Just couldn't stop it in his follow three. Had to run for the ball, which he did in the end, but not before the batter caught that run they were looking for. Shoaib is on strike. We saw him struggling against the off spin in the previous over from Majid. Amir just asking that fielder from deep cover to move towards deep extra cover. Point comes in, so we can expect a fuller wide delivery outside the off stump. Slower. Deceived him with the lack of pace. He was down very early and he was very early into that stroke and the ball just did not arrive, it seems. Last ball of his spell, it's a slower delivery, somehow manages to get it in the gap, and the outfield is lightning quick. It runs away for 4. Very unlucky tonight there, Amir. Unfortunately couldn't pick up a wicket, but what a spell this was from the left arm seam. A slower delivery, just managing to get enough bat behind it, sliced it in fact past the fielder at point and short third, and he ends the over with the boundary. So they are almost got to 140 there, hoping that they can get past 150 as well. 19 done. PAREKH Kings are 138 for 9.
वैसा भी नहीं बल्ला जमीन पर लगा, वैसा था भी नहीं कुछ। आता है और टेप बॉल में आता हार्ड बॉल होता बल्ला घूमता जोर से। टेप बॉल वाले फड्डे होते।
राइट आर्म बॉलिंग ओवर।
स्कोर कितना हुआ? 100 39 बोलो ना मेरा ख्याल।
It's the last ball of the innings. He has hit that one big and he got it over mid-off, but the long one was in place, so they didn't get a boundary, but they did not even run a couple on that. It's Zia who has come in to bowl the last over from the other end. He bowled a couple of overs from the opposite end where he got a couple of wickets. Now he returns to bowl from the other end where other bowlers have enjoyed success. Once again running the first one hard. Excellent effort from the fielder at deep mid-wicket. And a good throw, just allowing the batter to stay inside their crease. They've done pretty well to stretch this innings till the last over now, PAREKH Kings, because at one stage they were in a spot of bother and they were in a danger of losing their all wickets without even batting their full 20 overs, but they have just put up a respectable total now with 140. Chance of a run out and he misses. It was another full-blooded throw there from the fielder at mid-off, and he wasn't far away from the stumps either, so he had a good aim at all three stumps. Still couldn't hit. Another opportunity, but this time he decided not to throw because he knew there was no one backing up closer. If that ball had not hit the stumps, that throw had not hit the stumps, they would have come back for the second run as well, and this is something the fielder did not want, so good thinking from the fielder's point of view. Singles are not a threatening run at this stage for the bowling side. Wonderful Yorker again. Just following the batter, targeting his legs. Good last over this from Zia. In fact, it has been a lovely spell from him as well. Couple of wickets, just 22 runs. So the last ball of the innings is now coming up. It's a length delivery. Just clearing the ill field. There is a fielder out there at deep mid wicket. The throw is at the striker's end. It's going to be an easy run out. And they just managed to score one run at the last ball of the innings. And they have been bowled out of the last ball of the innings as well. So 144 is what PAREKH Kings have managed to score here today in the first innings of the second match. Largely because of the efforts from Adil Tanoli, who got a half century today, but not much to talk about from the other end. The top order failing once again, the middle order not really delivering. Apart from Adil Tanoli, there was nothing much to talk about. He got 57. Shoaib got 16, and none of the batter in the lower order could even enter double figures, and as a result they were bundled out for 144. Excellent bowling effort from all the bowlers, apart from 20. Couple of wickets for Irfan, Talha and Zia, and a wicket for Majid and Emma towards the end of the inning. So 145 is now the target for Dongjin. Remember, if they win this one, it's going to be the second defeat in a row for Team PAREKH Kings. trip planners, travels and tours, and SHAHEEN SHINWARI being one of our goal sponsors. Second match of this league being played between DONGJIN and PAREKH Kings. We saw PAREKH Kings batting first. Could only score 144 when they allotted 20 overs. They were bowled out in the last ball of the innings. Amin has taken the new ball for PAREKH Kings. Shah and Ehsan have come out to open the innings for DONGJIN. It's not a big total. 145 is what they need to chase down here today so that they can start their campaign on a winning note. It's a big ground but a high scoring ground, so we have seen some big total being chased down very easily. So 145 might not be enough for PAREKH Kings unless and until we see a wonderful bowling effort from them, just like the way we saw from the DONGJIN side early on in the night. Now that has been given as a no ball by the on-field umpire, so not starting well. The fielding team, a no ball in the very first over. That's going to present a free hit to the opening batter, Shah.
Thank you. Yes, and
Oh, he missed a free hit there. Gets an inside edge, the ball hitting the pads and then running a quick single. Can't say it was a good delivery. That too on a free hit. The length was just full enough. Farhan just couldn't really get it over mid-on. His partner Ehsan is now on strike. PAREKH Kings will be hoping and ensuring that they get wickets early, just like the way they lost their wickets early when they were batting in the first innings. Otherwise, it's going to be a walk in the park for DONGJIN team, who looks very strong on paper. Very decent action. An attempted bouncer that not only goes over the batter's head but over the wicketkeeper's head as well. Wide given by the on-field umpire, so you can add 5 more runs to the total. Bowled a no ball earlier, got away with the free hit, but now an attempted bouncer goes over everyone's head. Could have easily been given as a wide for the line. I just get the feeling since it was too high, the umpire not only called it a wide, but it's given as 1 for the over 2. So just 1 run have come up the bat so far in this over, and they have gone for 7. Now it's a flashing blade, goes over the fielder at a point. This will run away for 4. This is what happens when a fast bowler is operating with a decent pace. Even a mistimed shot goes over the boundary ropes. It was pitched up. He was looking to go on the leg side there, looking to hit across the line, getting thickish outside edge, and even the third man really just couldn't get anywhere near to it. The first boundary of the bat coming from the bat of Ehsan. It's important that they do not leak runs at the start of their innings. The bowling team, first 6 overs are going to be crucial for both teams' point of view. Well, he had no idea where the ball went. The ball hitting the inside half of the bat, hitting the pads and just rolling past him. Not much enthusiasm being shown here by the fielders either. They're just standing quiet, hoping that something could happen. Instead, it's that time of the game where they need to make things happen. In a good delivery to end the over, but an expensive one. First over comes to an end from Amin. 11 runs off it. It's 11 for no loss. It's going to be Sadiq Surya to share the new ball alongside Amin. Farhan Shah is on strike. Amin wasn't able to hit the free hit for a boundary in the previous over. But you expect him to score big, especially towards the start of the innings. It was pitched up all across the ground. It went all the way for 4. Now this is how he bats Farhan Shah, especially at the start of the innings. Since the field is up for the first 6 overs, so he's going to continue playing his shots. It's very difficult to keep a batter like him quiet at one end. Hitting it across the line, but won't be able to get it past mid-on, and I think he wants to stay on strike as much as possible because he likes his chances against the spinner. Deep mid-wicket in place, there is square leg inside. So it's important that he brings that sweep shot into play. He plays it fine wider of mid-on and in the gap between him and mid-wicket. Now he goes over extra cover. In fact, quality stroke this from Farhan Shah. The umpires would love to have a word with the fielder. Boundary given. Sadiq Surya making sure that he keeps it outside the off stump so that he cannot play that on the onside, but just using his hands and making sure that he gets it over cover. Once again making some changes to the field. Long off goes back, mid-on becomes much straighter. So is the fielder at mid-wicket. His line of attack must be on that off and middle stump channel with this field setting. They're shuffling across a little. Punching it towards long off for a quick single. Yes, and once again having a look at the onside field. Someone who picks up early wickets with the new ball. Sadiq Surya being a spinner, he finds it easier to bowl with the new ball. It's a big appeal and the finger is raised. He was just mentioning that how difficult it is for the batters to put him away for runs, especially when he bowls it with the new ball, Sadiq Surya. And he straight away gets a wicket. Might have been hit for a couple of boundaries early in this over, but he came back well, got rid of Hassan. Hassan, who got a boundary in the previous over, unfortunately couldn't last long here tonight. He walks back after scoring 4. Dongjin in pursuit of 145 after 2 overs at 20 for 1. Straight away changing the bowling attack. Fazal Malik being introduced. Replacing Amin on the opposite end. Zia is the new man in, but he's at the non-striker's end. Might see more and more spin from PAREKH Kings. The slower they're going to bowl, the difficult it will be for DONGJIN batters, but it's not the first time Farhan Shah has been in this situation. Not a lot of runs to get, 9 wickets in hand. He's already got a couple of boundaries in the previous over, so he must be eyeing a big score here tonight.
nice हो गया फजल बढ़िया हो गया शाबाश शाबाश boy शाबाश
Can afford to take his time here tonight. Forces that one towards long off for a quick single. Zia on the other hand has come out to bat at number 3, replacing Yasin, who was dismissed in the previous over from Sadiq Surya. Rushing through his first over very quickly. Fazal Malik, 5 deliveries bowled, just a single run conceded. That was too short and down the leg side now. Fielder from square leg is giving the chase. He will be able to pull it back. But Farhan Shah wants to come back for the third and they'll get there easily. 3 runs taken of the last ball of the over. Just 4 runs coming off it. 3 done. It's 24 for 1. Sadiq Surya once again proving to be a difficult customer to hit away for runs, even for someone like Farhan Shah. Now this time he goes big. Mid-on was up, but I just get the feeling that's going to go over the boundary ropes, and it does. All those dot deliveries, all the pressure that was building on him, he has released that with one big shot now for Farhan Shah. He's got that trigger movement. As soon as the bowler is into his delivery stride, he just take a step or two forward and just shuffle across the off stump, and that just opens up the leg side for him. That's why he was able to hit that over mid-on. Now gets a thick outside edge. It was a quicker delivery, and that pace will take the ball towards the third man boundary for a 4. Not where he intended, but it's the result that they would love to get right now. No one in the slip cordon. That went very fine. Third man well, as soon as the ball went past the inner ring, he knew it is heading toward the boundary ropes. Contrasting start to their innings. Dongjin scoring at more than 10 and over right now, as compared to PAREKH Kings, who were struggling in the first 6 overs, lost a couple of wickets very early. They managed to score 38 in their 6 overs. We are already past 35, and they've got a couple of more overs to go for batting power play. He goes big on the leg side. Now it's up. Mid wicket, running in and just puts it down. It was a wonderful effort nevertheless on that field. At a deep mid wicket, he had decent ground to cover, which he did. Dived forwards, got both his hands to it, but the ball just went underneath the body and it hit the turf. Could have been a big wicket for PAREKH Kings. It's Farhan Shah we are talking about, who has the ability of taking the game away from the opposition within a span of few overs. 4 overs done. Meanwhile, Dongjin are 36 for 1. Into his second over now, Fazal Malik. Farhan Shah has raced away to 22 already. Once again decides to go big. Now that has gone a lot of height on it. Mid on, he takes a really good running catch. We have seen some exciting, excellent catches being taken here tonight. Once again, it's another brilliant one to get rid of someone like Farhan Shah. Once again, fetching that ball outside the off stump. Mid-on was running backwards. Excellent catch to take it over his shoulders. And Fazal, who didn't really allow any of those batters to score runs against him, has now got the big fish. It's Farhan Shah, who is now walking back after scoring 22. Dongjin are 36 for 2.
तेरी शादी करा दी, कैसे कराएंगे? मिडल लेके रखना। सही है। नहीं बस सही है ज़्यादा वहाँ नहीं जा।
Sunny walks in at number 4, replacing Farhan Shah. Cuts the very first ball past that fielder at backward point. Bit of a misfield will allow him to get off the mark with a single. It's a very contrasting performance. If we talk about the bowling efforts, we saw fast bowlers ruling the stage in the first innings, where Amir was running away with the show with the pace that he had. We saw Irfan getting a couple of wickets. Zia managed to do that as well. So did Talha. On the other hand, it's the spinners of Team PAREKH Kings who have made things difficult for the batters. Well, was that needed? I think he spotted that the batter was just a little slow in returning to the crease, and he wanted to run him out. was a full-blooded throw. Luckily, there was a short third man fielder backing up because that just went past the keeper and there would have been no chance of stopping that one. Goes for a big appeal now. Was it going down the leg side? The bowler was still appealing, but the umpire was just not convinced enough. These low-scoring matches can turn out to be really interesting, especially when you have picked up early wickets, which PAREKH Kings needed, and they've got. Another attempted sweep shot, but it was down the leg side, so one more extra will be added. They'll have to keep a check on the extra runs they're conceding right now, PAREKH Kings. All of a sudden you can see a bit of enthusiasm in the field. 5 overs now done. Dongjin at 38 for 2.
33 बोले ना 5-38
Right arm over.
Which is third over now on the trot. Sadiq Surya 1 for 21. But I picked up another one where in the previous over the catch was Farhan Shah was put down, but that didn't prove to be really costly because we saw Farhan Shah losing his wicket in the previous over courtesy of a wonderful catch that was taken by the fielder at mid-on running backwards. Zia has been much defensive at the other end. Sunny, on the other hand, has just joined him. Going for a quick single, and well, a direct hit might have sent the batter to the dugout. It's good to see that the fielders are now also trying to be as involved as possible in this match, because saw a run out in the previous innings. Fielders will be hoping that they can get one out as well. And that has gone just past that fielder at square leg, and it's going to go past the boundary ropes. Tell you what, that was nowhere near to the middle of the blade, but it's the outfield that has been so quick here today. And once the ball goes past the field at infield, no matter how quick you are while chasing it down, it just goes and keeps on running away from you. And this is exactly what happened. Have a look at that. Slightly short of boundary towards backward square leg. Firmly driven towards mid-on. Another quick single taken. That is too short. Should have been put away. Instead, it went straight to the fielder. Lucky to get away with that. Sadiq Surya. There's 5 runs coming in his third over. It's 44 for 2 after 6.
तुम्हारे पास बॉलर नहीं है ना, सही तो बोलना, फजल के 2 ओवर रोकेगा नहीं क्या? फास्ट बॉलर है। ये दोनों सीधे ही नहीं मारेंगे। जानू फजल के 2 ओवर रोकेगा नहीं क्या? नहीं बनाएंगे, नहीं बनाएंगे।
करना पड़ेगा ना, फजल क्या और वो अभी रोक
अबे अभी
दिया।
फजल के ओवर नहीं है ना।
इधर से करूंगा ना।
ठीक है, अभी 6 रन भी बुरे नहीं है। हाँ सही है, करा देना।
कहीं कैच आना चाहिए। हाँ शाबाश, कहीं शाबाश, कैच आना चाहिए। हाँ पीछे, शाबाश
Pretty quiet last couple of overs.
शाबाश, जाने दे।
From the batting side's point of view, at one stage after 3.4 they were 36 for 1, but now they are 44 for 2. Mohib starts off with his first over, and that has been put away for a boundary by Zia. Starting off with a slightly shorter length delivery, but it was angling down the leg side, so it was easy to put away, even with the field at a deep fine leg. So now they need 97 more runs to win. There you see angling down the leg side and nicely put away. Just rolling his wrist over to make sure that the ball stays low and not goes in the air, and ensuring that he hit it fine enough of the field at a deep fine leg. Shy the stumps, but once again quick single taken. I think they'll breathe a sigh of relief now, since both the spinners have now been taken off the attack. It was Fazal who was bowling from this end. He got that wicket for Farhan Shah, but now he has been taken off to accommodate Mohib, who bowled well in the first match. Slightly uppish, but it just landed in front of the fielder at point, and a bit of a fumble will allow them to pick up another answer. Pace on ball might be easier to hit away for runs. 50 comes up for Dongjin into their 7th over. Obviously Mohib is not that quick as Amir was for Dongjin in the first innings, so scoring runs against him might be slightly easier as compared to the spinners, especially the way Fazal was bowling from this end and Sadiq Surya has been bowling from the other. Pretty sure Sadiq Surya will be given one more over to finish off his spell, so that he can just get one more prized scalp of the opposition. Flicks that one away on the leg side behind square. Big chase for the fielder, a deep mid wicket. He gets there, but not before they pick up another couple. Last couple of overs might have been quiet, but this over has been a very productive one for the fielding batting side's point of view. They haven't really left any opportunity to get runs in this over. Slightly slower in pace, but this time it went to the fielder at extra cover, who's standing very close to the fielder at mid-off. So dot delivery to end the over. 7 done. Dongjin are 53 for 2.
क्या किया भाई यार? लड़ रहा है उससे मस्ती कर रहा था, एंजॉय कर रहा है। सही है। फाइन आना, फाइन फाइन रखना। सही है।
As expected, it's going to be Sadiq Surya to bowl his last over as well on the trot. He's been good, Sadiq Surya, 1 for 27. Apart from Farhan Shah, no other batter have really been able to take him away for runs. Although the batting power play has been done, but he has still kept that fielder at mid-on up. And that just gives a bit of chance for the bowler to pick up a wicket. Slightly quicker, and almost that fielder at mid-on came into play. That being timed just a little too well, it would have gone straight down to his hands, but got that single in the process there, Sunny. Zia has predominantly played everything off the back foot so far in this innings. Doesn't look really comfortable on the front foot. He's dealing in singles right now at this stage, especially in this over from Sadiq Surya. And that fielder from mid-wicket has been asked to come back in. Just giving out an invitation to go over the left side if you can. That's a fuller delivery. Once again missing the bat and the keeper. Short third man is after it. The ball just slowing down before the boundary ropes. Eventually stops. Pick up a couple of runs. Wide given once again by the on-field umpire. So he'll have to re-bowl that. 3 more will be added to the total. Slightly shorter, once again carving that away towards deep extra cover. Just a single taken of the last ball of the over. Sadiq Surya is done with his spell tonight. 1 for 35 in his 4. As after 8, Dongjin are 61 for 2, now needing 84 more to win. $61 for 2 after 8 overs. Both these batters were interested in how many runs they need to get more to get over the line. They need 84 more to win in 12 overs. 8 wickets in hand, so it should be a batting side's game to win. Mohib will be once again in action in his second over. Mid-off up, long on back. Once again starts off with a short delivery. This time the batter has been able to hit that to the right of the fielder at deep fine leg. Once again a bit of a fumble will allow Zia to come back for another couple. Now his line of attack has been on the leg some channel. And no matter if you bowl on the pads, if you bowl it fuller or short, you get hit away for runs. He got that. He got hit away for a boundary in his previous over as well, when he attempted a similar delivery. Slightly fuller, carves it away past point. That fielder out there in the deep just couldn't stop it in the end. It's a boundary for Zia, and the bowler is absolutely not happy with that effort, and rightly so. And that should have been stopped. Instead of using his foot, he should have got down, should have dived for it. But it's a boundary gifted to the fielding team. Attempting that yoga, but once again it was drifting down the leg side. Hit away towards that deep square leg. Once again a single easily picked up by the right hand. A good partnership now building between these two, especially after losing Farhan Shah, who was looking very aggressive, ultra aggressive in fact, in the first 6 overs. In that sort of partnership where we have seen boundaries and we have seen a lot of singles and twos being taken by these two batters. Sometimes you do see the batting side get carried away when they are chasing a small total and they try to chase it as early as possible, but doesn't look like the case here with these two batters out there at the crease. They're going to take their time, they're going to build on the innings. In between, the bowlers have bowled some really decent deliveries, but unfortunately do not have enough runs to play with tonight. Nicely driven. Once again, it's that fielder out there in the deep, and this time he's not going to get anywhere near to it. So the previous boundary might have been a fortunate one, but this time it was well timed and well placed by the right-hander as he makes sure that he ends the over with yet another boundary. 9 overs completed. Dongjin in pursuit of 145 or 73 for 2.
बस बस बस
थोड़ा आ गया ओवर
सीधा सा नहीं नहीं चलो अभी इन दोनों को
73 for 2 after 9, just 72 more needed of the 11 overs, and now we are going to witness some leg spin from Farid Agha.
बाहर से देख वाला सिंगल बचाव का हाँ वो
Excellent partnership between Sunny and Zia. Starts off with a short delivery, put away nicely. It has gone in the gap and this will run away for 4. We don't have enough runs to play with. The margin of error is so minimum as a bowling side. Anything that is dropped slightly short and outside the off stump has been easy to put away for runs. We have seen that in the both innings. Not a lot of spin or turn available on this track, but it's important that you keep the line as straight as possible. Of course, for the sweep shot, does he get it in the gap? No, there is a fielder at deep at wicket. Slowly and steadily, they're trying to bring the scoring rate, in fact the required run rate, down to well under a run a ball, which is possible. Because now they just need 67 more to win. They've got all the time in the world, 8 wickets in hand. Asking those fielders to come back in a little. It's a loopy delivery. He has got it over the infield. And Mohib at long off does really well. And since there's no one backing up, so they're going to come back for another couple. I just get the feeling it was Farid Agha who should have got behind that throw from the fielder out there at long off. These are the sort of runs that the fielding side need to stop. Drops that one shot again, but they've got protection out there in the deep. They'll just get a run towards deep extra cover. 9 runs coming in the opening over from Farid Agha. As after the halfway stage, DONGJIN are 82 for 2.
जल्दी जा यार।
Fazal Malik returns to the bowling mark. Lofts that one over extra cover. This will run away for 4. He did not even bother running after hitting it over extra cover because he knew there was a big gap between deep cover and the fielder at long off. Excellent start to the over there for the batting team. Now they need a runner ball 59. Hitting the first one hard, but the mid-on fielder does well to get around the ball as early as possible. I guess it was Farid Agha out there and he anticipated and ran towards the ball. This has been a brilliant show with the bat from DONGJIN after restricting the opposition to just 144 in the first innings. We might get another run. This is poor stuff from the fielding team. easily allowing the opposition to convert those singles into twos by some unnecessary throwing. Although he was on the back foot, but it was just a little too high to be given leg before. As well there, that fielder had extra cover. Sharply got to the ball and ensured that they couldn't complete that run. But both these batters on the other hand have been able to find those gaps at will. It's going to be another easy single to end the over, as after 11 Dongjin are 90 for 2.
Going in, right arm over.
Just one over for Farid Agha. Now he has been replaced by another spinner, Sattar. Starts off with the wide outside the off stump. Doesn't look satisfied with that decision from the umpire, but it's going to stay. Just 54 more needed now. 9 overs. Pretty sure they won't look to take it down at the last over, even in the 19th over, the batting team, as long as they keep wickets in hand and we don't see them losing wickets in clusters. Once again off the back foot, this time he has found the gap. That fielder once again just couldn't stop it in the end. It's another boundary for the right-hander. It's an unusual field setting. You've got a fielder at cover and a fielder at deep backward point, and you're dropping it that short. All he needed to do was to time it well enough, which he did. Found that small gap between those two fielders on the offside, and once it went past them, it was always going to go past the boundary ropes. Now that fielder has been moved well in front of square, and this is where he needs to be, especially when the leg spinner is operating and he's turning the ball away from the right-handers. It was pitched up, but unfortunately just rolled all across the turf towards deep square leg for a single. They need to break this partnership right now, PAREKH Kings, and not just this partnership, but they need a couple of more wickets after this so that they can stay within the game. Otherwise, both these batters with this partnership are just running away with the show. Goes for the sweep shot. Fazal Malik is out there at deep square leg. Will just get a run.
Single ही करना.
Hits it powerfully, but straight to deep mid wicket. Without taking many risks, they have managed to induce 9 runs of this over. Is after 12. Dongjin are 99 for 2.
यार 8
99 for 2 after 12. 46 to get in the last 8 overs. Yeah, another bowling option being introduced now by the captain of PAREKH Kings, because they are trying everything possible to break this partnership, which has been flourishing since the departure of Farhan Shah, who lost his wicket in the power play. PAREKH, the new bowler, in. The leg spinner it seems, but first ball was a much quicker one.
शाबाश शुएब शाबाश बच्चा शाबाश
I think for sure he's not looking to turn the ball at all. And once again, that misfield or the lack of concentration there from the bowler to collect their throw allows them to pick up another easy single, and that brings 100 up for Dongjin. Hits it nicely, gets it in the gap between extra cover mid-off. This will run away for 4 as well. And this is adding salt to the wounds here. Got an easy single on the previous ball. This time it was pitched up outside the off stump, and he drove that one past extra cover and mid-off. It's becoming all too easy now for Dongjin team. First to restrict the opposition to 144, and then to chase down the target as easy as this. Mid-off is still up. So the invitation is still there. Even the luck is now favoring the batting team, as whenever they have not been able to middle the ball or find the gaps, the outside edges have stayed on the ground and has gone to the fielders. And that's a low full toss, hits it straight, but long on is in place. Has been a complete performance by Dongjin team in this SSL Season 4. It's their first match. Another quick single. In fact, they might look to come back for the second one because there is no one close by. In fact, deep mid wicket was running in, and they could have easily got there if they had tried, but they decided not to. 13 overs are done. Dongjin are 107 for 2. Just 38 more to get in 7 overs. Abdul Sattar, the leg spinner, will roll his arm over once again. Have a look at the ease with which they have scored these runs. Both these batters haven't really faced any difficulty or threat from any of those bowlers from PAREKH Kings tonight. It's just that it feels like that they came out to bowl knowing the fact and they won't be able to defend these runs. Although they picked up early wickets, but a couple of wickets, but unfortunately haven't really been able to make inroads. After that, hits it over extra cover. It's going to be another boundary. This time coming from the bat of Sunny, who was a lot watchful up till now. But now even he has been able to put every bad ball towards the boundary ropes. He was able to hit that with the turn. It was pitched up. Excellently driven over extra cover. Now he decides to go straight, but Mohib is out there at long off. He'll just get a run. Just 32 more now needed for Dongjin. Remember, they're chasing 145. Much shorter, much slower. Just another run added to the total. Zia on 47, just a big shot away from getting to his half century. We saw one in the previous innings from Adil Tanoli, but he did not get any support from the other end. Zia, on the other hand, has been getting wonderful support from Sunny. It's a quicker delivery just to the left of that fielder. Deep hit wicket will fetch another single easily. Just a little bit more flight and a bit of more air, but was outside the awesome, so no damage done. 14 overs done and dusted. Dongjin are 115 for 2, now needing just 30 more runs to win. So with just 30 more to get in the last 6 overs, Amin has been brought in once again. Just bowled 1 over with the new ball, went for 11. Now that is delicately played. Just opening the face of the bat towards third man, who does an excellent job in putting the ball inside the playing field. Good cricket all around. It was a good, genuine bouncer attempted by the fast bowler. He just opened the face of the bat to hit it fine. Third man did well to keep the ball back in the playing field, and they saved 3 runs for the team. Slightly shorter. This time he gets it past the fielder, the keeper. Runs given by the on-field umpire, so it's a boundary and a 50 for Zia. He gets to his 50 with yet another boundary. Just a little tickle. It was short, it was down the leg side. He went for the pull. The ball might have hit his bat or the glove, but it went to the left of the wicket keeper, and since there was no fine leg, was always going to go past the boundary. So just 25 runs away now from getting this victory. Partnership also nearing 100 between these two, Zia and Sunny. Nicely cut away. Might not go all the way for 4. Going to be pulled back. Fazal does well. Zia picks up another couple. Running between the wickets has been special between these two. Has been a one-sided affair tonight between Dongjin and PAREKH Kings. If they manage to chase down the remaining 23 runs, which is highly likely, it's going to be two defeats in 2 games for PAREKH Kings, and then it will be difficult for them to make a comeback in this league, especially knowing the fact that the other 3 teams are also very strong. Wide open spaces available on the leg side. Now he wants to come back for the second. He'll get there, but since the throw is not good enough. He's trying to bowl as quick as possible there. I mean, lucky to get away with that. Now, that's given us a wide, luckily. A late decision from the on-field umpire, but right decision. In fact, it's been given as a no ball, so might have overstepped. Remember, he did that in the very first over as well, but got away with the free hitter for Farhan Shah. Just couldn't hit it over the line. Can Zia do so? He's batting on 55. He's played a tremendous knock tonight in this run chase. He's got a huge run up, very lengthy run up here for Amin, coming from outside the inner ring. Pulls a slower delivery, manages to get it over point. Third man is running towards his right, but he just couldn't stop it. Making full use of that free hit. It was a slower delivery, but the line was too wide, and Zia making full use of that. Good over this so far for Dongjin. Has made the equation even more simple in this over. We've seen no balls, we've seen a couple of boundaries. Good running between the wickets, between the two. It's just a matter of time before they chase down the remaining 15 runs. Wide given by the on-field umpire, so he's struggling, sort of. I mean, can't really blame him because not a lot of runs to be chased down. So even if he gets a wicket right now, don't think it will make any difference to the equation. Rare dot delivery in this over from Amin. We've got to applaud the effort from both these batters. Initially, they might have looked to face few dot deliveries when they lost a couple of wickets early in the power play, but then they really did not let any of the bowlers to put on pressure on them. As a result of which, now they are within a touching distance of chasing down 145. Pulls another bouncer, gets it over the keeper's head. This will run away for 4 as well. This is poor stuff from Amin. He has tried on multiple occasions to bowl that bouncer against these right-handers, and on neither of them he has been able to get off top of the batter. Another bouncer attempted where it was drifting down the leg side, was pulled away, and he got it well over the keeper's head. So ending the over with a boundary. That means just 10 more needed by Dongjin. They are 135 for 2 after 15.
बॉल आपको दूं? ये एम्पायर से लिए।
राइट आर्म ओवर।
जल्दी आना बेटा, चला।
So just 10 more needed now by Dongjin. They've got 5 overs remaining. Hits it powerfully and put down. And a chance came after ages for the fielding side, but unfortunately it was just hit a little too hard, and in this weather it's very difficult to take those chances, especially when you're standing very close to the bat. And what he does on the next delivery, he gets it comfortably over the fielder's head. One bouncer into the fence. Just 6 more needed, and it seems like this might be the last over of the game, and the way these two batters have batted so far. Couldn't get a boundary a couple of deliveries ago. This time deliberately hitting it over extra cover, and Mohib at long off. Well, he already gave it up. Beautifully driven. This is exhibition of high class batting by Sunny and Zia. Once again, Shoaib trying to bowl as quick as possible. It was pitched up, driving it beautifully past cover and extra cover to get another boundary. 2 in 2 now for Sunny as he gets into the 40s. Won't be able to go past the personal milestones. In just a couple of runs are now needed. Running the first one hard. Zia wants to come back for the second run, and he stays at the non-strikers end. In fact, now they come back for the second run as well, so it's all over now for PAREKH Kings and Dongjin. They have managed to successfully chase down a target of 145 within 16 overs. It's a solid 110-run partnership between Zia and Sunny that takes Dongjin over the line in their second match of Shaikhani Super League Season 4. Courtesy of wonderful effort by the bowlers in the first inning to restrict the opposition to 144, and then by Zia and Sunny, who just took the game away from them. And this third wicket partnership, unbeaten, has allowed the batting team to chase down 145. Farhan Shah scored 22. Ehsan was the first man to be dismissed after scoring just 4, and then it was all about Zia and Sunny, the way they just calculated this chase and constructed a big partnership for the third wicket. Sadiq, Surya and Fazal, the only wicket takers. The other bowlers really couldn't enjoy any success tonight.